welcome back to another part of the zombie apocalypse series. So this is episode 5, and in the last episode we ended on a very big cliffhanger because it turns out that Adalynn has been pregnant this entire time. So as you can imagine, she is feeling some things right now, some emotions, darling. I think you would be in this situation. She is honestly terrified. She has no idea what to do with herself. She doesn't know what this means and how she's going to be able to survive in the apocalypse with being pregnant and how the baby's going to be born, and just everything is overwhelming her to the point right now where she doesn't even know what to do with herself. So it's a little bit scary, I'm not going to lie. She's even made a bit of a stench in the toilet, but she has just come out of the toilet and she's just looked at herself in the mirror after finding out that it is indeed positive, and she's gonna kind of just look at herself and think, okay, I can't tell anyone this. I physically can't tell anyone. If I tell anyone right now, this is gonna be so much worse than it needs to be, and I've already put so much tension and stress onto Erin's shoulders that this would just be the end of it for her. So she's gonna make the decision not to tell anyone about her pregnancy. Is that the best thing for her? I'm not sure, but it is the decision that she's decided to make. So she's gonna come on out of the toilets here, and Erin, who was previously just asleep, has heard Adalynn come out of the bathroom, and she's gonna immediately come over to her and be like, are you okay? Are you okay? Like, are you, like, what happened? I swear I heard you throw up in there. Are you okay? And Adalynn, who's just basically wiping away her tears, is just gonna say, yeah, I mean, I think it was just been the stress, you know? I think it must have just been like all of the emotions or whatever from the apocalypse and everything that's happening with Hayden, and everything's just a lot going on. Now, Adalynn is not a very good person at lying. Like, she very much struggles with lying. She can't do it, and Erin knows that. So she's gonna be like, okay, if Adalynn is telling me this, then it must be the truth. She can novel life to save her life, bro. I'm exactly like that. I'm the worst liar in the world. So she really just thinks that this is completely true, and she's not gonna really question it. But despite that, she's still gonna give her a big hug and comfort her and say, look, I know this is terrifying. Like, we're all scared, but look, we have like 2 new people now. We've got this, you know, this is way better and we can survive this. Like, we've got some food and everything. Like, are you hungry? Do you want anything? And Adelynn's just be like, yeah, I'm gonna have one of these meals. Is that okay? And Erin's like, oh my God, of course it's okay. Yes, eat it, please. And guess what it is, guys? Guess what it is? If you missed it in the last episode, she was craving the hell out of a grilled cheese sandwich. And it's a grilled cheese sandwich. Oh my God. Her pregnancy cravings really told her that she wanted a grilled cheese sandwich. So this is a wonderful time. Oh my God. Okay, I want to watch her eat this because she's gonna be so ecstatic. I was gonna say ecstatic as she looks like this, but you get the point. Maybe she's not quite as ecstatic as I would have hoped for, but still, look at her. Oh my God. That's such a sad grilled cheese sandwich. The stench around them both is so funny to me. I'm sorry. I'm not laughing at them. This is a really tough situation to be in. It's just very amusing to me that even eating a grilled cheese sandwich cannot make her feel any better. So other than that food that we've just gotten, we do have a couple of pears and a couple of lemons. Not gonna lie, I don't think I'd like to eat a lemon personally, but unfortunately neither Kristen or Miles have any food, which is a real shame because we're gonna need to now share. That is the only issue with us having more of them. Like, the more people, obviously, the more we're gonna have to ration our food, and especially with her hunger probably going down a little bit quicker than before, this is gonna be a tough situation. Oh my God, look how happy she looks. Oh my God, I'm gonna cry. Look at her looking over at Erin. Even though she's going through this and it really sucks and she's having to lie to her best friend, I feel like this is such a sweet moment. Oh my God, bro, I love these two. I think Erin's gonna have to eat a pear. I really don't want them to eat all of the fruit and stuff that they managed to get, because hopefully in the future they can plant it and we can start growing our own food, but obviously for the time being that's not going to happen. I don't think there's even any way we could plant anything, so unfortunately that's all we can eat for now. It's got our hunger up slightly. Honestly though, I'm just happy that Adalynn has managed to get some food. Now she's eating for 2, which it's gonna really cut down our rations, guys. Kind of annoying if you ask me, but whatever. Kristen is just now waking up, so I think, oh, she needs to pee first. Okay, maybe go pee, babes. Maybe don't go in the really stinky toilet with the flies above it, but maybe go in the other one, that's fine. Miles has kind of just been stood here this entire time, like whilst those two over there have just been having a chat, because I really don't think he wants to get involved in any of this. He didn't even want to stay here in the first place, so I don't think he's really wanting to make friends right now. I mean, I'm not really surprised. I don't know if like an apocalypse is the best time to make friends, although you know what? In a lot of zombie stuff, shows and stuff, they always tend to make some good good friends along the way. So maybe it is the best way to make friends this day and age. And now that Kristen is done in the bathroom, I think they're all just gonna have a little bit of like a meeting. So they're gonna all sort of call each other over. So they're all gonna chat a bit and sort of just discuss things, discuss life. So everyone's just gonna say, are you guys hungry? Like, I have a little bit of food. It's not much. It's like some lemons and some pears. It's not the greatest food source, obviously, but that's honestly all we have right now. And Kristen's just gonna be like, oh no, it's okay. Like, you guys need to ration it, right? Like, we don't want to be taking your food. Like, we've already sort of overstayed our welcome, and we don't want to be like, you know, putting that onto you guys as well. We don't want to be taking your food as well. Like, we can go on our merry way. Like, it's fine. But of course, Erin, being the lovely lass that she is, and she's just gonna say, no, oh my god, what do you mean? You literally saved my life. You think that we'd be alive right now if it wasn't for you? No. So please, please, please have this hair. I mean, it's really not the greatest of food sources, but here you go. Have one anyways, babes, please. And Miles can have a lemon just because, I don't know, I feel kind of bad, but he gets a lemon now apparently. So Kristen's just gonna go ahead and have the pear, and she can munch on that. Honestly, a pear is kind of a good food, you know? I feel like that would be an alright meal. I mean, it's not really a meal, is it? It's a teensy bit of fruit, you know? Let's go ahead and eat that because currently Kristen's hunger is extremely low, so I'm sure that she will enjoy that. Although she ate it in like one bite. Okay, just swallow that whole pear whole. That's fine. Good for you. And Miles is just gonna eat the lemon as well, which seems like a much worse deal. You know, he's really not got lucky with that situation. Miles is just gonna head off to the toilet, and whilst they're eating their food, Kristen's just gonna be like, so what do you guys like do? Have you got, well, sorry, not have you got, did you have jobs? Like, do you have any interest? I don't know. I'm very bad at making small talk, but is there anything you want to discuss? I guess I don't know what I'm doing apparently. And Erin's like, yeah, well, basically I was a lawyer, not a very far up lawyer, you know, wasn't actually doing the lawyering. It's not the lawyering, is it? What do you do? The lawyer stuff. I don't know what people do. You get the point. Obviously, my very good friend over here, Adalynn, she was working as a retail employee, but she was doing social media at the side. So she's like this influencer. She's so cool. She does like yoga and stuff. It's very cool, very slay. Sorry, I don't think they'd say slay. I don't know if they would, but I'm gonna say slay. So yeah. And Kristen's like, oh, that's cool. Kristen is like, this is the least likely friendship group ever, but okay. And Adelynn's kind of in a happy place right now because she's talking about her social media and like her Instagram and all of the stuff she does on there, and she's just talking non-stop. Like, honestly, she just gets on this roll where she just can't stop talking about what she's interested in. So Kristen sort of stood there just like listening, like, wow, that's a lot of information I'm getting right now. But if it makes Adalynn feel better to think about things other than the fact that her baby daddy is currently a zombie, then you know what? I listen, you know, that's fine. But whilst they're talking, Kristen kind of looks over at Erin and sees that she's sort of just like staring over at Adalynn, admiring her as she talks about her social media and her life, and just basically just staring at her. And while she's staring, she notices that Kristen is staring at her like very, this is a bit sus, you know, like, okay. So immediately Erin's gonna get a little bit embarrassed to be like, okay, anyways, Kristen, like, what do you do? And then enough about Adalynn, right? Like, yeah. And Kristen's just gonna say that she was a history teacher. She taught a middle school, or his primary school. What's a middle school? I don't know. I don't know anything about Americans. I don't know if they're American or not. I'm sorry. But that she taught kids, and she taught them about history, and they were just learning about the Victorians, and it was all this cool stuff about everything. And she's just hoping that obviously all of the students are okay, and she's honestly very worried about them. But Adelynn's just like, oh, I'm sure they're okay. Don't even worry about that. You know, they have their family to take care of them. You don't need to worry about that. So Erin's just gonna say to Kristen, like, where are you guys headed next? Do you plan on leaving? Like, are you guys staying, or are you guys plan on going? Like, is there anywhere you plan on going? Like, do you want to stay with us? Like, we'll be happy to have you. Honestly, you guys are way more put together than we are. So, I mean, yeah, if you want to. I mean, I'm not saying you should, but like, if you want to stay, please stay, please, you know. But just as Miles comes out of the toilet, bro, they just did the wharf. That's so funny. Not as he comes out of the toilet. Miles, what did you do in there? So as Miles has just come out of the bathroom, Kristen's just gonna say, we kind of had this little bit of a plan. It's not a great plan. It's kind of gone off, you know, off course, off track, but we were planning to go to the mall. I don't know if you know where it is, but it's like right next door. And before she can finish the sentence, Miles is gonna come over and be like, stop, what are you doing, Kristen? Why on earth are you telling them this? Miles is just gonna say to Kristen to please come over here so that they can talk and discuss all of this. I don't know what they're saying right now, but I don't think it's a very lovely conversation. So we're just gonna stay just right over there. So Erin's like, Tam, I wonder what's going on over there with those two. Good Lord. I'm very glad I'm not here with my brother right now because I think that we would be killing each other in this situation. And Adalyn's like, yeah. Me neither. That'd be, you know, that'd kind of suck, I guess. And Erin's like, Adalynn, are you sure you're okay? Like, you haven't seemed okay since this morning after you threw up. And I don't know, I just feel like I'm getting this vibe that you're just really not okay. Like, is it everything with Hayden? Like, is that what's making you feel so sad and so upset? Is it because he's still a zombie and because we've had to tie him up in the other room because of Kristen and Miles? Like, is that it? And Adelynn's gonna look over to where Hayden is in the other room, and she's just gonna break down crying. She's just gonna say, like, I feel so guilty. Like, I feel like this is completely my fault. This is everything that's happened to him has all been my fault. I don't want him to live this way. Is he suffering? Can he feel any of this? Can he feel that we're tying him up? Can he feel that we're basically just turning him to this thing, like this monster? We're pretending like he's this creature that he's not even human anymore. Is he dead? Is he alive? Can he feel everything that's going on? Did he feel himself getting turned? Like, I just feel so guilty about everything that's happened. And if it wasn't for me, he'd probably still be alive right now and be fine. And I just don't want him to live like this. I don't want him to live this way and to live suffering like this. Erin is gonna do her best to cheer her up, but honestly, how do you cheer someone up that is thinking all of these things and feeling all of these things? Because this is something that she has no idea about. This isn't something that is a normal conversation topic. This isn't just like a relationship problem. He hasn't just argued with her or yelled at her or done something that annoyed her. Like, this is a zombie apocalypse. This is him being a zombie. But Erin's just gonna say, like, I know how horrible it is seeing him like this. Like, I hate it too, to look over there and see him. I'm sorry. To look over there and see him this way, it's just, I don't even know how to describe the feeling. It's never something I've ever felt before. It's an emotion that I didn't even know could happen to people. But Adalynn, you are truly the nicest and the loveliest and the kindest person to risk your life for someone that you love so much. Like, that is just so admirable. That is so nice. Like, so lovely. And Erin is just gonna give Adalynn a huge hug and just say, like, this will be over soon. Don't worry. We'll get through this. We'll get past this. And you're such a strong person that you can do this. But despite all of the lovely words from Erin, Adalynn is just gonna say, I love him so much. I love him more than I've ever loved anyone else in my entire life. And I'm gonna tell you this because I don't think it's obviously gonna happen now, but I found a ring in his bag. Like, I thought very soon he was gonna propose and we'd be getting married. And instead of getting married, I have a goddamn zombie boyfriend that is a idiot with a bag on his head stood in his pants in a closet. What on earth happened to get to this point? And Erin is like, oh my god, what? But before they can finish their conversation, Miles and Kristen have come back over. Kristen's just gonna say, I'm so sorry for that. Honestly, we sorted it out, we think. Right, Miles? Right, we've sorted it out. Right, Miles? We've sorted it out. So if you guys want to come to the mall with us, feel free, you know, like, we honestly could do with the backup. And even though you guys have a zombie to drag along with you as well, I guess that you guys could be of some help. But Erin's just gonna say, look, I am so tired right now. I feel like you guys are all as well. No offense. I'm not saying you look tired, but I mean, it is. I wouldn't say you look your finest right now. No offense. Oh my god, I'm digging myself into a hole. But I feel like we're all very sleepy, very tired. Maybe it's best if we just spend one more night here. Like, we've got the stuff like kind of covered up, like the windows are kind of boarded up. And even though it's just kind of like right across the street to the mall, it's probably safer to go when we've like just woken up in the morning. We're feeling refreshed. We're feeling okay. So what do you think? Should we just stay here for the night? And Kristen's like, okay, yeah. I mean, you're kind of right. I guess that's probably a good idea. We'll wake up tomorrow, 6 a.m. the minute the sun rises, and we will go to the mall and see what there is there. Hopefully there's some good stuff. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, I literally never go to the mall anymore. Like, who does, bro? You just go online shopping. Like, Amazon is the way to go. But I'm sure they have some items in there still, so I'm sure we'll be able to go there. Once again, throughout the situation, Miles is so insanely quiet. He has maybe said like one sentence to the both of them, and that is, my name is Miles, and that is the extent. So and I just realized that Adalynn has indeed peed herself. Okie dokie. I mean, the pregnancy is really not, it's not treating her well, is it? No. Something about the fact that she's peed herself and there's literally nowhere to wash is stressing me the hell out. Okay, so they've spent pretty much the entire day looking around for stuff, but unfortunately they haven't seen much else really that they can use. As you can see outside now, it is very dark. The moon is somewhere. Where is the moon? I don't know. Bruh. Okay, moonless night. That's concerning. So once again, they're all gonna go in shifts as they sleep, just to be on the safe side with Hayden or with other potential zombies, of course, as well. So Miles is gonna go ahead and take the first watch. He's the most awake, probably because you know what, my guy doesn't do much. You know, he's not got that much stress on him because he does not even care to talk to the rest of them. Like, he doesn't even bother with the arguments or anything like that. He's just argued with Chris today. That is his day's work. That is. He's like, job's a good one. I'm done for the day. So he's gonna take the first watch, and oh my god, let's look at his tattoos. You know, kind of slay. He's got like some sort of like a scar on his arm. Maybe that's from something. Oh my god, I like that face. What a slay. Sorry. Anyways, Adalynn is on the second watch, and as she sat here, she's sort of like looking around and like thinking to herself, like, okay, this is perfect time to really think about the things that are gonna happen, the consequences because of this little fetus in there. So she's gonna come in here and she's gonna give herself a pep talk. She's just gonna say to herself, like, even though this is a really terrible situation and the father of my baby is literally zombified, this will be fine because okay, maybe it won't be fine because she's now crying, but this will be fine because like there's so many things we could have a baby. Like, let's just think about the positives, you know, like there's a baby. I'm carrying a fetus. Like, what? How insane is that? And I think she's kind of got these very two different thoughts going through her brain right now, where on the one hand, she's kind of always dreamt of having like a family and having a child. So she's kind of always wanted this anyways. So she's like really excited on the one hand, but she also has this obviously terrified, thinking feeling where she's like, logistically speaking, now she doesn't normally think very logistical, but in this circumstance, she really needs to, because how is this gonna work? How on earth am I gonna be able to give birth? I haven't got any medications. Maybe she should start looking around and collecting some so that when she finally has to give birth, she has like some stuff to like sedate her, you know? Because that's gonna be a tough one. That is really gonna be a tough one. Okay, Kristen's gone to the toilet, so she is on the watch again. They're about hourly watches, which I think's fine. Like, I don't think I'd feel very safe in here, I'm not gonna lie. The fact that Kristen literally has to sleep with this above her head. Do you see this? Wait for it. It starts sparking. Look! Oh my god, I think I would have moved out of the way personally, but do you think about that kind of thing in this situation? I don't know. And there is also 2 zombies just trotting along outside. That is concerning. Maybe I should be the one that keeps a lookout, because, you know, I'm not actually in the situation because it's a video game of a story that I'm telling you guys, so yeah. Okay, and Erin, babes, I'm sorry, you're gonna have to get up. Kristen is about to go to sleep, and we need to keep the watches going. Maybe we'll just do some cleaning up, put away the trash, like a good Samaritan, you know? And once again, it is Miles's turn. The thought of having to keep waking up and go back to sleep is stressing me out, but at the same time, I honestly, like, look how much their energy's going up. It's not going up very much. I think that the stress of the whole situation would honestly mean that you just couldn't sleep. Like, the chances of you being able to sleep, they're quite slim, you know? But he'll go ahead and pee anyways, because he's doing his little bum shake right now. Oh my god, I feel so bad for this guy. Or do I? No, I do. Or do I? And if we look outside right now, the sun is starting to rise. It's about 6 a.m. So, Miles, let's go ahead and wake everybody up. Bro got the short straw, you know, because he had to be the one awake twice in the night. Everyone else just got to do it once. So he got very unlucky. But the sun is indeed rising. So let's go ahead and do our plan. Let's do this. Let's get up. Everybody rise and shine. Okay. Miles has just gone up to Kristen and been like, I'm very sorry for yesterday. You know me. Okay. This is just, it's a lot. Okay. I liked it when it was just 3 of us, but then Parker sort of, yeah, so yeah, okay. Anyways, let's not get into that, shall we? So everyone, let's start packing your bags. Let's put all of these lamps in our inventories. Let's start getting ready. Get your sleeping bags. Pick all of these up, okay? So Adelynn's like, okay, I'm just gonna go grab Hayden then, and we'll get out. We'll get ready. You guys, can you pack up my stuff, please? Thank you very much. But as she turns the corner, she just yells out. So Adalynn is just screaming out, Erin! I don't want to actually scream right now, otherwise I'll deafen your ears, but you get the point. It should be louder than that. So Erin is just gonna run on over and be like, what? What's happening? Are you okay? Are you okay? Are you okay? And Adelynn's just gonna start breaking down into tears because Hayden has somehow disappeared from the room that they were keeping him in. He's nowhere to be found in here, and there's literally nowhere he could possibly have gone in this room. She's just gonna yell out and be like, what is happening? How did he get out of the ties? We literally tied him up with a rope. How would he have possibly gotten out of rope? Where is he gone? like, what is going on? And Adalynn is just trying to calm her down, saying, no, like, maybe he's just in here somewhere. Maybe he's just gone somewhere else. Maybe we'll ask Kristen and Miles. Maybe they, like, moved him. But Adalyn's just gonna say, no, this can't be happening right now. I'm pregnant with his baby. And Erin's immediately just be like, what? Why didn't tell what? Erin's just gonna say to her, it's okay, it's okay. We can raise the baby. We can do that, right? Like, it's just the me and you together and forever together. And he must have just like untied the ropes or something. Like, it's been on him for days. Maybe we just didn't do it tight enough. Maybe he's been getting out of it this whole time. We just didn't even notice. I mean, I haven't been checking in on him. I don't know about you, but I haven't. But as Erin tries to make Adalynn feel better, we see that there is a pocket knife stuck out of Erin's pocket. On that note, I am going to leave this video here, so hopefully you guys enjoyed the 5th part of this zombie apocalypse series. Let me know what you think is going to happen in the future of this series, and let me know if you're still enjoying it. Remember to like and subscribe to everyone, and I'll see you guys in a video. I love you guys. Good.